Hello, Graybeard here, and welcome to the Graybeard channel. We're gonna ride to Polarna today, and if you remember, I was having a problem with it only showing one bar after I messed with it. Well, I messed with it again and got it working right. There's so many of these different e-bikes out here that many of them share the same like controller and junk like that, which this one shares one with one of the Ingwe bikes. And hopefully I ain't got this thing muted. Yeah, I tried to do a ride one time with this cordless mic to test out how it does going down the road. This will be the test. I was going to try to do a short video on it and test it, and I accidentally muted the mic about 2 minutes in, and then for the whole video, me going down the road and everything, it didn't have any audio, so that was trashed. But anyways, yeah, we got that working right, and I can explain it to you later, I guess. But we're gonna mount you on the bike here, and see how well the microphone works, and then see, I tried this before, and had a lot of noise from it being on the bike, you know, mounted, and the GoPro mics pick all that up. Well, where I have this cordless mic, it won't. And there's a little bobble, but hopefully it won't be too bad. And get my gloves on. It's actually 58 degrees. It's not too bad just standing here, but once you get going down the road, it's a different story. But I'm hoping I got myself in the shot good enough. But oh, get her turned on. Oh, I need to get my my phone holder. I'll be right back. I'm never prepared. I just got to unsnatch it on this other bike. That's what I like about this phone holder. Is it's real easy to transfer from one bike to another and be on your way. Slap my phone on here, get the speed app going. Un momento. Diddly-loo. Had to close a bunch of crap out. Okay, see if I got the right window. Yes. Alrighty. And in this, boop. It's a real easy phone holder to use. And so far I haven't had any trouble out of it. Oh. There we go. And that locks it in. Now we're ready. Sorry about the delays. Well, as we get ready to get started, hopefully you like this video, and if you do, please hit the like button. And I got this thing all tightened up as best I can, but there's still a little bit of a wobble. Maybe I need a better pole, but get past these cars. I kind of got it kicked out that way. Don't know which way would be the best angle, but yeah. Oh yeah, we got to get the pedal assist going. Let's start off with 3. Yeah, I'm hoping that this thing works well, cutting out wind noise. Oh, I forgot one other thing. My shades. Don't want no bugs flying in my eyes while I go down the road. I'm never prepared. Woohoo. Yes, pole was about 20 bucks, just the pole itself. And that's actually a cheap one. So, yeah, others go up like 60, 80, 100 and some dollars and junk like that. It's ridiculous. And, I'm too cheap for that. Give me my riding shades. Good thing I try to keep everything accessible. That way it don't take me long to get them. Joe, we good. Get back on the bike here. Y'all can say my hip ain't too happy. Yeah, she shows 5 full bars. Go up to 4. That's another thing we'll be testing is this pole. See if the wobble's too much. The what you call it? Image stabilization should help some of that. So hopefully it won't be so much, you know. Oh, I guess I could dial in my mirrors. I got my, the right one's good. Just need to dial in my left one. Yeah, these do have a kind of a funky look to them where they're convexed, but they work. They do the trick. All I need to do is be able to see traffic behind me. You don't want to be trying to turn left and a car be trying to go around you at the same time and you can't see it. I do need to try to mess with this. I tried to mess with the connectors on this left brake, which is, I can't remember if it's the, I believe it's the front. You can go ahead. Well, these mirrors hold their adjustment, but they're real easy to knock off their adjustment. That's my only gripe. For the price, you can't really complain much. Yeah, I still like this bike. I like it a lot. Like the other one too. This one's just beefy. Thinking about going ahead and cutting the video and you know, not cutting it off, but cutting it for a second to go in and check the footage and see how well this mic does in the wind, because we're heading into the wind now. Then we can get back on the bike and ride some more. Woo! That was quite a hop. Might put a different angle on this. It sticks out a little bit to the, out toward the right, which that was what I was going for, but when you're trying to go in and out of the driveway, it kind of cuts it off, you know, well, about runs into stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna check the footage on this and see how it goes. Well, the verdict is in. Make sure my mic's working. I don't trust it. Not the microphone system, my ability to operate it. But anyways, yeah, I reviewed the footage and yeah, this thing does great going down the road. But yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm pulling my pole in. Don't need to have it sticking out if you're on my chest. But closing the dough. Make sure I got everything right here. I can't see down that far. Okay, we're good. Lock it in. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. I just couldn't, I expected to hear some wind noise and I didn't hear any, so hopefully you're not hearing any with this microphone. It allows me to do other things. I done kicked it up. All righty. Oh yeah, got to turn her back on. Boop. I'm hoping I don't have you up too high to where you can't see the gauges and junk. Oh yeah, it helps when you give it a couple of woohoo. And you can hopefully see my mirrors. But yeah, I really like that. And hopefully y'all like me being able to do different angles. That's pretty cool. Used to have a Silverado like that one. It was the same color as my S10. Yeah, with all the wind passing by my ears, I just always worry, is it coming up on the mic like that? With a closed helmet, I don't hear that, but with these bicycle helmets and even that, you know, half helmet on my, I wear sometimes on a scooter. I just wonder if that's all coming through on the microphones. Woohoo! There's a car behind me. I guess they're waiting on traffic to get by to go around me. I could get on the sidewalk, but I'm waiting to get around these people. So as you can see, if you look at the screen on the bike, I have 5 full bars of battery. This tree right here is where that nice little hump in the sidewalk is. Woohoo! That actually made me pop off my seat, and I even slowed down to about, what, 3 or 4 miles an hour. Yeah, it'd be nice to be in a town that had enough money to spend a little on their sidewalks. Because I would prefer to ride the sidewalks. A lot of people say it's against the law, blah, blah, blah. Well, in some states it is. I don't know about my own, which I probably should know. But I've been passed by about every cop that works in this town and in Bluefield, Virginia. I'm hearing a little brake caliber noise, sounds like, when I hear that. It's weird. It's like when I turn toward the left, I hear it. A bus. Kentucky Christian University. It's quite busy right now. Usually, this is why I like to ride in Bluefield, Virginia the most. Lots of guys. About time I go to take off, there's another one turning in. And another, and another, and another. Get across here real quick and off to the shoulder. Yeah, I am really impressed with how well this microphone works going down the road. I was really hoping on that. Go up through the park. We ain't done that in a while. Yeah, these mirrors they hold their position. They just real easy to knock out of it. There's 3 little screws on the back side of each one of these around that pivot point, and I'm wondering if I tighten them down a little more, will that, make them hold their position a little better. We'll try that, because they could be a little tighter. Like I say, they hold their position. They ain't knocked off yet, but if you just barely bump them, they'll move. But I'll tell you, like I say, I know I say this a lot, but if you don't want to ride a bike, especially like if you live in a hilly area like I do, and you thought about e-bikes, definitely get one. Just make sure it's at least 48 volts. 48 volts, and yeah, this should test it. The wind blowing sideways, at me from the side. But yeah, I would say at least 750 watts. I've seen other riders like the 500 ones, but thing is, these hills, if you're on flat, it's probably fine. But there's another downside to the 500 watt, and that's the fact that their top speed is only around, most of them's only around 20 mile an hour, 22 mile an hour. Where I can get this one, we was going 28 there for a minute. This one will top out about 28. It says 32. I have yet to get it up to that unless I was going downhill. Step her down a little bit. These people going slow. It is a pretty day though. And the delay I spoke about on this one, going from throttle to pedal assist, that's what I meant. I was saying it backwards on that last video. I talked about it. I remember that. It's when you let off the throttle and go to pedal, it seems like it's a little bit longer delay than if you just take off pedaling. It's like a half second or so if you just take off pedaling. If you let off the throttle and then go to pedal, I was saying a second and a half or so, but actually I don't even think it's that long. It might be a second. Sometimes it just feels like longer, Could be just me. But there's nothing to complain about, It doesn't bother me at all, really. I'm not a snoot when it comes to bikes like that. But as you can see, the old Polarna still rides and runs pretty good. I worried about it when it started showing that one bar. In fact, at one time, like I say, it didn't show any bar. But I had went in and tinkered with the settings. And you don't need to go doing that unless you really know what you're doing. You got to be sure what you're adjusting is what you think you're adjusting. Because see, this bike, we lost a battery bar now. But I charged this, a month or two ago. I still need to tighten up that fender. I meant to do that before this ride. But yeah, I charged it up a couple months ago at least, I believe. And just tinkered with it, and that's when it didn't show any bars, and I tinkered with it again, and I got to show one bar. And then I watched a couple videos and figured out what I thought I did, which was what I did. If you look at the battery, it's got 5 bars. That's what I was fixing to say when I noticed I lost a bar. Well, the pedal assist has 5 levels. Well, I was toggling through it, and it was showing 5 different things, so I assumed it was the pedal assist and like a speed setting for the pedal assist. But it wasn't. It was a voltage setting for the battery indicator. Why they give you an adjustment for that, I would not know. See that daggone piece of steel I just passed laying on the ground? It's covering up a hole that's been there since, trying to think how long. Oh, for at least 2 years, or close to it. That's how long that hole's been there with a piece of metal covering it up. This one hand, I'm get like it feels kind of like a cramp in the butt of it. It's freaking weird. Yeah, I wish they would trim these hedges. You can't even use the sidewalk. That aches me. Boom, 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 boom. Gee, I can do all kinds of different angles and stuff now. And still have really good audio. Yeah, I think this mic actually sounds better than the built-in mics of the GoPro. I mean, they're good. They're darn good. But this mic here seems just a cut above them. And to be able to, like when I'm taking it off the little mount and stuff like that, if I'm using this cordless mic, you don't hear it. When I'm using just the GoPro mics, built into the GoPro, you can hear gluk, 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 gluk. And like if I put you on that little pole I had you on earlier, you'll hear gluk, 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 gluk every time you hit bumps and stuff, which is a lot around here. Every time that thing would bobble and stuff, you could hear it. So that's why I haven't used it in a while. That's why, I've had it on this bike for close to a year now and ain't used it but once. And if you go back to that video from last year, you'll see why, because it was just too much of a nuisance with the noise. But now I can do it. And riding a bike and watching that thing bobble up and down, it just seems like it would show up really harsh on video, but it doesn't. It actually, I mean, you can see it in the video that it bobbles and stuff, but it's not as bad as what it looks like in reality. Oh. Just as soon as I went to take off, he come around the corner. That front brake works really good. Back wheel come up off the ground. We good now though. Oh, I'm in pedal assist 4. No wonder why it wasn't going so fast. It's like, this thing should be going faster. Now it's going like 22 miles an hour. And now we cruise, well, it's going 22, 23 in actuality. Of course, like I say, I'm on straight talk. I don't know if it works better on, the GPS part of it. If it works better, say if you was on AT&T or something, Verizon, whatever. That's funny. I know I've mentioned this before if you've watched my videos, but when it starts to warm up, the U-Hauls come out. People moving around and stuff. And then, woohoo! Then in the fall, before it gets cold, everybody's like, oh, because they've been thinking about moving or something. Better hurry up and move now before it gets too cold. So in the fall, the U-Hauls come out again. Let's go this way. I was going to turn and hit that North Street, but oh, I ain't got this right. There we go. I'm not sure if I heard him correctly, but it sounds like he said it's a nice looking bike. It catches eyes. Yeah, when I was doing that first test on the mic setup, I went up this way here toward the left, and there was a group of guys walking down the street. Hey man, let me ride your bike. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if anybody randomly hollers at you on the street to let you ride their bike, or let them ride your bike, don't do it. Most of you probably know better. Letting some random stranger ride your bike. Yeah, I was going right here when they was hollering it. Yeah, I don't know what that is with my hand. Probably arthritis. That's my biggest problem here lately is arthritis. Creeping up on me. Let's go by the Harley place. This is a really, really fun bike to ride though. It's a trike. I don't like these newer style trikes. I'm just old school, I guess. I should have had her down a few gears. It's red. It's green for somebody. Oh, it's green this way. Oh, shoot. Well, I thought they was turning this way. I don't trust people. That's why I hit the brakes so quick. Yeah, all these bumps and everything, these mirrors still hold their position. I say I paid around 15 bucks for them. And in today's money, 15 bucks is nothing. It's probably like $5 when I was 20, you know. Oh, now I'm in a lower gear. Trying to get out of the car coming up behind me. This sidewalk is completely eat out. If one person just randomly watches this video, they might think I don't know how to ride a bike. Twice I've had to slam the brakes before trying to take off. I had to get up. I just saw it sucker. The way the sidewalk was like sunk in that one spot, and I didn't want to hit that too hard. That's why I stood up. Woohoo! Yeah, I need to go into this camera and check out the image stabilization. Every time I go to mess with something in this camera, I forget how I did it last time, so I have to go back through and kind of relearn it. Or watch a YouTube video. Evidently, I bumped this mirror again. Hate it. But yeah, I don't know if it's set, because I swear it seemed like at first it seemed like the image stabilization was working good on it, but it could be just me. But it seems like it's doing less now. You know what I mean? Like it's still doing its, its image stabilization. Otherwise, this video would be herky-jerky big time, instead of just on the big bumps and stuff. But somebody burning a fire. Thought I heard some big truck coming up the hill there. I'm gonna stay out of the way. Let's get over here. Oh. Thought I saw somebody coming up behind me, but I guess it wasn't nobody. Figured I'd help it up the hill. And then as you can see, it helps out a lot. But the motor helps you out a lot as well. And that's why I say, if you kind of want something that's self-propelled or whatever you want to call it, motor driven or engine driven, in this case would be motor. Don't hesitate on an e-bike. Now, I don't know how it is in every state, but in this state, I see them every once in a while, but not that often. But I ride mine a bit, and I haven't had any trouble with the law. Pull over and let these cars by. I like being able to see though. So the mirrors, they do work out good for that. Got another one coming in, we'll take off again. That's a lot of money going down the road there for just something that you can't really do anything with but drive. But I do believe, as much as I like this bike, and if I had to choose one, not thinking about price, between this and the X50, it would be this. We're only doing 23 because the wind is hitting me pretty hard. Without that wind resistance, oh, it's hard now. Good Lord. Pull off the road and let this car by. Okay, the left brake is the front brake. I was thinking yeah, I had that right. Yeah, I had that right earlier. I was thinking I had it backwards, but I did not. But these mirrors work pretty good. I was gonna try to impress these people with my turn signal, but I wasn't on the X50. That's the one plus the X50 has over this one is the turn signals. Headlights are identical. Pretty much the same tires. Yeah, it is. They are the exact same tires. And it's got the mags and rounded fenders, which I prefer. I thought about buying a set for this bike, but you know, these fenders work. Maybe next year, I don't know. We'll see. I need to eventually put them tires, the street tires on these e-bikes. Yeah, like I say, if I had to choose, it would be this bike. Price-wise, it'd be the X50. Because it does everything this bike does. Oh, we're rubbing. Like I say, I need to tighten that fender up. Next ride will be the X50, and we'll check out those mirrors. I think those mirrors, although these have that reach, and the other, you know, how the ones on the X50 are round, I think the X50 mirrors might be just a skosh better. Yeah, these fenders, this one don't flop too bad. Front one does a little bit, but like I say, it is kind of loose, but I don't think that would stop any of the floppage. But as you can see, the old Polarna, she still goes pretty good. And like I say, the next one will be on the Jansno, and we'll try out those mirrors. And yeah, the fenders. If you watch all my videos, I was talking about, I had actually bought a set for this, and they were so cheap, I bought a set for this to see if I could make the 26-inch fenders work out for the 20-inch, which I believe I could have. Like, you see this one right here? Let me put a little more light on the subject. How this one, if you look at it, it seems like it curves out away from the tire. And I believe that could be a 26-inch fender, but they made it work on that bike. Which I could have done the same thing for this bike, for the Polarna. But yeah, I like them both though. Both of them are great bikes. You wouldn't go wrong riding either one of them. Both of them are gorgeous bikes. The paint job on the X50 is awesome. Really awesome. I love that metal flake gray. And like I say, these fenders, I'm just not a big fan of them. And it sounded like it was rubbing. It might have been. See how Yeah, I need to tighten that little bolt up on there. And one day I'll remember to, hopefully before it falls off. But and I got one of these bars I was thinking about putting on the X50 to go across here to give me more, gives you more options. You can put your phone holder on there and stuff like that. And where this bar doesn't, this bike doesn't have, see, these don't have the bar that one has. This one's got the bar, that's where the thing is, which gives you more room over here. I could even mount the phone right here if I wanted to, but it might overshadow the the doohickey. But I should have got black. I can't remember what made me get red, but I did. But I hope you liked this video and my ramblings. I had one guy comment one time, "You talk too much." Oh yeah, I do. It's my channel. Anyhow, hope you did like the video though. And if you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit it and lie to me anyway. I'm a man, I can take it. And if you ain't subscribed yet, please do. And if you're already subscribed, make sure you still are. And share the crap out of it.